Good morning everyone, bit of a pick and pack this morning after a weekend full of eBay and whatnot sales. I'll take you through the eBay stuff first and then I'll show you the mess that we've created from the whatnot show. So we had 4 sales over the weekend on eBay. First up we had this Tarzan Batman collaboration trade paperback. This ended up going for $9.50 plus postage. Then this monstrosity, the Carrera Go Silver Stars, the F1 Scalextrics type thing. This has gone for $50 plus postage. I'm not sure we're going to be able to post it. It is a local sale, so I'll get it packed up, see how it weighs in and measures in, and then if need to, we'll just hand deliver that one. But we got $50 plus postage, so that's pretty good, I think. Next up, I think this is pretty cool. It's an Australian Bushrangers illustrated history book, hardcover, vintage. Pretty cool, kind of sad to see that one go. Ended up getting $15 plus postage for that one. And then last but not least, another trade paperback, this Superman 78 hardcover. Good price on this one, we got $25 plus postage. So some good sales on eBay over the past 48 hours, I guess, over the weekend. So it's nice to see that kind of dribbling through, considering we haven't done too much on the eBay store in the past few weeks with the whatnots going on. I do have a little bit more stock to add I've been getting, so over the next week we'll probably get that squared away, and then yeah, hopefully it will continue to grow. This is the chaos from the whatnot shows over the weekend. Around 2 shows. We ran a soccer show where we sold a whole bunch of soccer memorabilia, and then last night we did a VHS and DVD show. Both shows were a little lackluster. We didn't get too many people buying. We did make a few sales, which is good. I'm definitely kind of finding what that niche is and what the timings are. So hopefully now, as we move into starting to have to pay fees and whatnot, we will know exactly what we're going to sell. The trade paperback lot is probably what's going to go up next weekend, I think. So we've got a few piles here. I think this is all the sold stuff. This is all the stuff we didn't sell. I didn't run this in the end, I just didn't have chance. We ran a stream for 3 hours. So when people were in and out, I think we had 15, 16 people in there at most. And this is the setup. So we've got the box lights with the tripod. The laptop goes here with my little helper. And then yeah, another box light on the product stand. So yeah, I think whatnot's going really well. I think it was another, I don't know, $300 over the weekend from maybe 4 hours worth of selling. So not too bad, not as good as the previous weekends. I think definitely the niches, games, toys, and clothing seems to be the 3 big sellers on whatnot at the moment. DVDs have always been a slow seller for me, but because I got a whole bunch of horror stuff, I thought we'd take a chance on this lot. So we're still not into profit on the lot, but we've still got lots of stocks to sell. So I'll probably start getting some of the more expensive stuff or the stuff that comps higher onto eBay, and we'll go from there. Other exciting news, I did have my first hit off the website yesterday as well. Some guy looking to sell off his DVD collection that he's inherited. So it's good to see the site's only been up less than a week. And people are already starting to find that and message through. So the idea is that I'll either buy stuff, collections or deceased estates, or we do kind of stuff on consignment. I'm pretty keen on doing stuff on consignment. So if you're local in Perth and you're looking to sell stuff but don't want to go through the hassle of listing it and or selling it on whatnot, hit me up. I'm happy to work out a deal to do that with you on consignment, or buy your collection outright, whichever works for you. All right, I'm going to finish up the pick and pack, and yeah, we'll get it away in the post, and I'll see you on the next one. Morning everyone, just a quick one this morning. Had a couple of sales over the night. I thought I'd take you through them. It's a couple of comics. First up, we have Green Lantern Bloodlines. Nice, quick and easy, $3.80 I think on this one, on an offer. And then next up we have Spider-Man, or Sensational Spider-Man. This one went for $3.50 plus postage. So we had for sales overnight. We did have pick all of the whatnot stuff yesterday along with the eBay stuff. So a couple of sales. Haven't touched the eBay store in a little while. Been really focusing on the whatnot while we've got the 0% fees. So get back into the eBay stuff now as we move probably into weekly shows on whatnot, and hopefully the eBay store will kick back off again. Okay, that's about it for this morning. I'll catch you on the next one. Hey everyone,
Sunday afternoon here, just about to do the pick and post for both eBay and whatnot for the sales that we've had over the weekend. I've had a few sales, so it's been pretty good. I did run a whole bunch of just random shows, just seeing what I could sell, trying to move a few of the little different bits and pieces I had. I did a clothing show during the week, which I've got to pack up now because of weekly bundling. I've got a whole bunch of comics that I sold, so I'll take you through those as well as the eBay stuff. So first up, the first sale we had, which is pretty good, is this Diablo Battle Chest book. It's on PC Big Book. Not sure of the date on this one. Probably 2000s, I would think. Almost complete. I think it's missing one CD, which was in the listing. But we still got $40 plus postage on that, so that's pretty good. That's part of a free lot that I picked up as well. I think I gave him $5-10 for charity, I think he said. So that's all pretty much profit. So we had another one of the Fugglers sell. This is a Noid Alien in the leopard skin. And he's also got his leopard skin Budgie Smugglers on. So he's from the Budgie Smugglers range. This is pretty good. We've got $20 plus postage on that. I think our buy price is around $6. I think we are running rapidly towards profit on that Fugglers lot now. And the last sale was probably the best of the weekend in the eBay lot. We sold Savage Dragon on the trade paperback. And then a Spawn Compendium. So this is 4. Again, this is out of the trade paperback lot that I picked up. They're all in as new condition. Ended up taking an offer on the pair, so it's $77.50 on the pair plus postage. So I'm super happy with that. So eBay continues to sell for me. I do need to probably tend to the store a little bit. I've got a few more bits and pieces I need to list. Things like the Pokemon plush. I need to do some price changing and stuff. Continue to sell our offers. Yeah, we are still seeing bits and pieces come through there, which is really good. Okay, then on to some of the whatnot stuff. So I ran a comic book show, and one of my regular buyers, shout out to Bosco, picked up a few comics. I think most of these were $2 a piece, I think I did them at. And then 3 of these hardcover books. So this one's pretty cool. I wish I'd kind of kept this for my personal collection now. Treasure Annual 1973. I do see myself as a bit of a treasure hunter. If you've seen one of my other channels, you would have seen me doing metal detecting. You also picked up Yogi Bear. I think this was 1984 on the Yogi Bear. And then a Disney Wonderful World Annual. So each of those went for $5. Buy, paste, postage on whatnot. So that's all done and sorted. In the same show, I ended up selling 3 trade paperbacks of the Spawn, the King Spawn series. So volumes 2, 3 and 4 on the King Spawn. Sold those for $20 a piece, which is pretty good. Only slightly discounted from what I had them on eBay for. So that was a nice sale too. Again, through whatnot, buy, paste, postage. Then I had a stack of comics, and most of these comics, I'm pretty sure, all went for $2 a piece. So I think the complete show, I think we were about... it was $75 on one show, $55 on another show. So not too bad, for a couple of hours worth of work. But now I've got to go and get them all packed up. And I did run a clothing show as well during the week with some bundling postage that I need to get packed up. A little bit disappointed with this show. I thought maybe that would have gone a little bit better. I did mess up the advertising. I did advertise it as Thursday and ran it on Tuesday. The dates and times on the bookmark were right, but when I listed the show, I listed it as on Thursday, so maybe that. So we didn't have a lot of people in there, so there was no competition for pieces. But we ended up selling a bunch of stuff, mostly for $1 or $2. So I think that whole show was maybe $15. But I've got some good pieces, and I think another show, I was definitely more confident running that show. So we'll try again another time. I'll probably create the pieces a little bit more rather than just pulling them randomly out of a bag. But this is what we sold. So we sold like a little bralette top. So this was pretty cool. It's a rip curl reversible kind of jacket. Blue on the inside, like light blue on the inside, dark blue on the outside. So that was a cool piece. Again, I think I only went for a couple of bucks. So that's a really good steal for somebody. And then we've got this pile, some kids Nike soccer boots. This was pretty cool as well. A Winnie the Pooh blankie. I think there's like an Eagles top in here. A Kathmandu hiking jumper sweater. And then this is also pretty cool. What was this? I think it was Piping Hot. A Piping Hot kind of denim jacket with a Sherpa inside. Maybe not. Arnhem, I don't know. Whatever that is. But again, for $1, $2, that's a pretty cool piece. Then we did still this big stack of stuff as well. This was a cool piece, like an LA Lakers World Championships hoodie, a Metallica hat, this nice puffer jacket, a corduroy garner jacket, an Adidas sweat top, and this is pretty cool. Maybe this was the Piping Hot or Hot Shot. I don't know, but that was a really cool piece. Again, everything went for $1 or $2, so some bargains there for somebody. They'll be easy to pack up. They'll just go into the plastic bags and be sent away. Yeah, so they'll be easy packs. They'll just go into the satchels and sent off. Be nice and secure in there. So not a heap to pack. Pretty easy packing as well. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully it won't take me too long and I can sit down and watch some soccer. Okay, let me get those packed away and we'll get into a new week of sales.
Good morning everyone. Bit of a pick and post this morning from eBay for the sales in the last 24 hours. Haven't had a heap come through, but it is enough to keep us ticking over. So I'll take you through them now. First up we have this CD, music CD, Love Makers by Alan Wern. A bit of a Rudy Doody on the front. I think it's a bunch of classical kind of music that is romantic in nature. Took $4.75 on that one plus postage. Nice and easy to get out the door. Next up we have this X Universe lot. So it's issues 0 to 7 but missing issue 1. I took an offer on this, $25 plus postage. Nice and easy again, just packed up in a hard mailer and sent. And then finally today we've got this Superior Spider-Man annual set. It's annuals 1 and 2. Ended up taking an offer on these for $7.60 plus postage. Again, super easy to ship. That is the last sale that we had over the last 24 hours. So nice and quick this morning. Postage should be pretty easy. Just chuck them in envelopes and cardboard mailers and they'll be straight out the door. I'm working on trying to move inventory from eBay across to Whatnot, especially some of the higher priced variant comics that we've got. So I can have those listed as buy it now. I'm just trying to work out if I can automatically move across the images rather than having to retake all the pictures. We'll see how that goes, but that'd be pretty cool if we can get it done. Other than that, all these bits and pieces that we sold over the past 24 hours are all from lots that we're already in profit on, which is pretty cool. So that's all money in our pocket, ready to buy new cool things. All right, I'm gonna get these packed up and out the door, and hopefully we'll check you in again tomorrow with some more sales. Good morning, everybody. Just a real quick pick and pack this morning. Only sold one thing over, I think, like maybe even the past 48 hours. It's been pretty slow on eBay. To be honest, I've had a couple of days off, just chilling out, regathering my thoughts. We do possibly have a really massive buy this evening of a whole bunch of gaming stuff. So boxed products, games, consoles. So yeah, a little bit more about that if we actually end up picking it up. I'm still playing with whether it's worth it or not, but we'll go from there. The sale from overnight, we ended up selling this Pokemon Scholastic set. So this is from between 1999 and 2001. I thought I'd get a little bit more from these. Ended up taking an offer of $9.50, which isn't a heap. You know, it's less than $2 a buck, but still made profit. They're out the door. I don't have them anymore. They might have gone okay on Whatnot, perhaps, but it is what it is. All right, I'll get these packed up and out the door, and then yeah, I'll maybe check in a bit later with you if we end up picking up the gaming lot. So we did have another sale come through this morning as I was doing the packing of those Pokemon books. I packed it up without thinking about it, so it's in here. It is the Thrasher hoodie that we picked up not too long ago. When did we grab that? Yeah, kind of about a month ago maybe. Ending up selling for, what did we go for? $55 including postage. I think that's $40 plus postage. Went into the medium satchel, nice and easy. Made some good profit on that. So quick turnaround, good profit. That's what we like to see. Hey everyone. It's been another long weekend of sales and bits and pieces. Sunday night, so we're doing a bit of a pick and pack. I'll take you through what we've sold over the past 48 hours, I guess, since Friday afternoon. Some interesting sales. I'll show you what we've got. First up, we've got this vintage Danish Compton's annual. I guess it's some kind of sporting annual. I think there's lots of different sports in here, so tennis, cricket, cycling. Quite an interesting book. The dust jacket's not in great condition, but inside it's looking pretty good. Nice and vintage. This one ended up going for $10 plus postage, which is pretty cool. So this one is Saga of the Swamp Thing trade paperback, book 3. Went backwards and forwards on a guy for ages on this one. He kept offering like $8, $6, $5, and I kept countering with $14.25. I think even he ran out of offers, and he might have even opened up a new account. Sold for $14.25, which I think is what it's worth. This one's an interesting title, Cinema Purgatorio. Some interesting graphics on this one. Black and white comic. Don't know too much about it. Is that Marilyn Monroe? Looks like she's some better days on the back there. Yeah, so this one ended up taking an offer, had it for a while, as part of the trade paperback lot. Got $7.12 plus postage for it. Next up, we've got this stack of X-Man comics. These are super cool from the 90s, some real kind of cool, toxic, kind of gross out colours. Awesome graphics. I prefer these ones over the more modern stuff. The colours on these are super vibrant, super popping. Ended up taking an offer on these, $20 for the lot, so it works out about $4 a comic. But that's pretty cool. I like these a lot. Okay, so this is one of the biggest sales we've had over the weekend. I think this actually came through on Friday and paid over the weekend. Whole stack of trade paperbacks and comics. We have Savage Sword. This kind of really cool ROM comic. What date's on that? Let's see a date on that one. It could be late 80s, early 90s on it. Then we've got a couple of these Miracle Man comics, issues 2 and 3. Again, probably early 90s, maybe late 80s. Then a set of these Marvels. These kind of look pretty cool. Whoa. And then some trade paperbacks. We've got Flawed. A couple of Batman comics. I think it was Batman Day yesterday. So we've got Batman Earth 1, volumes 1 and 2 in trade paperback. One's hardcover. We have a Black Adam, Black Rain. And then we've got a brand new sealed Wonder Woman. And then last up we have Last Soldiers. This one looks quite interesting. All those went for 135 in total plus postage, which is a real nice score. Then we have this one, came through today, I think, this afternoon. It is Firefly. It's out of the one of the first comic book boxes that I purchased. And I took $4 on this one. So this sale is definitely a little bit different. I came out of the first storage unit that I ever purchased. I have had them on eBay for all that time, but they are a little bit weird and they are kind of pricey. But now we've had them on, I think been on there for like 2 years, haven't sold them. So I did take an offer. So this is a bunch of surgical tools. I'm pretty sure they're veterinary tools, but it's all kind of bonework stuff, so like these bone chisels, like this massive syringe looking thing. There's a really cool kind of bone saw in here. They've seen better days, but they'll come back once once you clean them up. It's like this bone drill type of thing. Yeah, there's a whole stack of bits and pieces in there. Super weird, but yeah, ended up taking an offer of $200 plus postage on them. They are fairly heavy, but I'm pretty sure I can bubble wrap them up and chuck them into a large mailer. So yeah, anything and everything will sell on eBay for sure. It might just take a little while. Okay, I'm gonna get all this packed up. As you can see in the background, I've got all the stuff ready for the Whatnot show next weekend. We've got all these games as well that we're gonna sell. Loads of consoles. So if that show hasn't been yet, make sure you check it out. A whole bunch of box stuff here too. So yeah, loads and loads of cool stuff. About 500 items. Should be an epic show. Make sure you jump in, give us a bookmark for that show if it's not already run. Give us a follow anywhere on the Whatnots, running loads of cool stuff. All right, I'm going to get this packed up and I'll catch you on the next one. Hey everyone, back again for another What Sold. But first I'm just going to take you through what I've been up to this evening and yesterday, getting stuff ready for the Whatnot show. So I've been listing all of this, I've been adding them all as buy it nows and getting the auction items ready so that people can pre-bid. So all of these are the unboxed consoles and some N64 controllers I've got listed. So all these are in the store ready to rock. Hopefully, yeah, maybe we'll get some buy it nows, otherwise I'll just auction them off as the evening goes through. Still got plenty more to list, so that'll be my job over the next couple of days, is getting everything listed. Mainly all of this box product I'll get listed next, and then I think we're in a pretty good shape. All of the games are listed already. I did that at the weekend, so yeah, it's all looking good. Hopefully you all managed to get in there and get some good deals. Say we have got 500 items in there to auction off, so we'll see how we go. Okay, on to what we sold over the past 24 hours. We've had a few sales come through, which has been pretty good, working off a really good weekend. All right, first up we have this Blade Runner Black Lotus trade paperback. Managed to get $14.25 on an offer for this one. Again, out of that big trade paperback lot, so it's all nice, healthy profit. Next up was another trade paperback. This is Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow. Again, out of that same lot, nice and easy. $15 plus postage on that one. Then I thought of this one, this nice Vans felt hat might have gone a little bit better. I've had this for ages, picked it up. I think I picked up at a thrift, or I can't remember whether we got it in a storage unit at the minute. But only ended up going for $4.75 on an offer. So that's not great, but it's out the door. Hopefully we made a little bit of profit on it at least. All right, and then last but not least was these 3 My Little Pony variant cover comics. These ended up going for $10 for the 3 on an offer in the end. I thought these would have gone a bit better. There's usually quite a bit of interest in the My Little Pony stuff. Yeah, they're out the door for $10. Nice easy sale. Can't complain. So eBay continues to tick over for me. We're getting 3 or 4 sales every day, and considering the amount of work I'm putting into it at the moment, I think that's pretty good. I'm tickling it every now and then, just kind of updating the pricing, doing some end and sell similars. So that's still working out, and most of it is profit because I'm not buying stock at the moment for it. Okay, I'll get these packed away and then continue listing on the Whatnot sale. I'll catch you next one. Hey everyone, back again with another What Sold over the past 24 hours. I've had a couple of days where we've had a couple of sales, but I haven't recorded. They're just bits and pieces, mainly trade paperbacks. Nothing exciting, you know, in that $10 to $15 range. Been real busy listing all of the stuff ready for the Whatnot sale at the weekend. So all of this is now listed. There's about 500 items. We've got a load of games and a whole bunch of box product here that we've put up. A whole bunch of kind of controllers and bits and pieces. So that's all listed now, ready for the weekend. Hopefully we have some interest. There's been some pre-bids, about $70 worth of pre-bids, which is good to see. I think about 20 people have shared it or bookmarked it. So yeah, hoping for a big show. For today, we've got the 3 sales. First off, we had this Crone trade paperback out of the trade paperback lot. This one went for $10 plus postage. Then this is my favorite sale from the past 24 hours. It is a F-15 Eagle, one of the Del Prado models that you've seen me sell before. And this is a pretty cool aircraft. It is brand new, sealed in its little box. Nice bubble on it, it's not yellowed or anything. Ended up getting $25 plus postage on this one. So that's a pretty good sale too. And then last up, another trade paperback. This is American Vampire. This is volume 3 of that book. I do have a few of the other books in this series listed. We're going to be getting $10 plus postage on this one as well. So the trade paperbacks do continue to sell for me. I've spent a bit of time yesterday on eBay as well, updating some listings, updating some pricing. So hopefully we'll see a bit more volume come through there now. But yeah, really want to see if we can make our money back on this latest lot that we had for Whatnot. All right, I'm going to get these boxed up and away,
and then yeah, we'll check back in tomorrow if we have any more sales. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you all on the Whatnot show on Saturday.